with peepal leaf? No. Some sort of scientificism must have gone into the minds of the Indus Valley civilization people. And what kind of scientific thoughts I'm talking about? So when you look at the nature of the plants in the this planet Earth, on this planet Earth, so generally I'm going to talk something basic sciences, and this year has very much, this year prelims paper has once again highlighted the importance of the basic sciences. Hell lot of questions were there. In fact, if you go into the analysis of the paper, that how much would be the cutoff, so cutoff would be 90, 91 or 92 maximum, not more than that. And moreover, the old trend has been repeated over there in this particular paper, that giving more scope to the basic sciences. So good number of the questions were there from the basic sciences. So here also some basic sciences involved, which I will teach you through the root of the culture. So listen, that when we divide the plants into this particular planet Earth, there are two types of the plants. There are two major categories, and these two categories we call them C4 and C3 plants. Then, so C4 and C3 plants. Moreover, the C3 plants are the most abundant in the world. They constitute 85% of the plants in the this planet Earth, and the rest of the 15% they come under the category of the C4 plant. And what is this C3 and C4? Basically, there is number C is indicative of the, you know what, it is indicative of the number of the carbon cycle, number of the carbons involved in the metabolic cycle of the plant. So there are two types of the metabolic cycle in two types of the plant. One is called as the, see, it must not go out of your head, because I know that you have studied basic sciences. This is the requirement. So if it is going your out of head, so please again revise करके class को देख लेना. So now there are two types of the cycles. One is Hatch and Slack cycle, and another is the Kelvin cycle. Kelvin cycle, this is the most common one, which is C3, and Hatch and Slack is the C4. So means that in their metabolism process, that there is a 3 carbon uses, and in another one 4 carbon uses. But what is the greater effect of these 3 carbon cycle and 4 carbon cycle? So the greater effect is the air that you take, the air on which you survived, and the air for which we gasped then in the April and May. And we were gasping for that air, and many of us did not saw. Many of us lost many of our closed ones because of gasping of breath, oxygen. So your life-giving air, life-giving thing, that is oxygen. So it has something to do with the oxygen. And what is that? So C3 plants, they do release oxygen during the daytime. In the night they release, meaning that 85% of the plant kingdom releases oxygen during the daytime, and in the night they release CO2, carbon dioxide. But this is the plant. That C4 is the plant which releases oxygen all the time, day or night. So that 15% is the C4. And peepal is one of the best example of the C4 plant. So it gives you your life air all the time. It gives you your life air all the time, and during the night also, during the day also. So why it is revered in some of the religions? Why it is revered in some of the practices of some parts of the world? Because these people must have gone into this scientificism also, that how important this tree is, and that's what they must have started preserving this tree by giving them connotation of a sacred thing. And that's how the sacred thing became so sacred that nowadays if you go to the village areas, that it has become so sacred that people do only two things with this type of the tree. One is that to create some ghostly kind of image with this tree by that hanging some of the pots with the tree, and another is that just the one which I am also wearing at this place, that dhage bandhna, okay? So this is what has happened. So that is one part, but otherwise on a scientific level this is very important tree, and Indus Valley people, they knew this thing, and that's why they have drawn only one such leaf, and that leaf is the peepal. Okay? So please write in